Hey everyone, how are you? Happy Monday. Yes, I've been busy today, but I wanted to share with you something before I run out the door. Murray, do you want to say hi to everyone? Not just yet? Okay. All right, so here's something I learned, okay? It's called the big ask. Yeah, I know it sounds like the big ask, but it's not. It's the big ask, and here's why you should incorporate the big ask into your life for 30 days, okay? This came to me once through a program I was doing as part of Landmark, right? And the big ask, I was like, well, what is this big ask business, right? And so I was like, what are you talking about? Basically, ask for something that you may not even think you're going to get, that may not be 100%. You know what a big ask is. Hey, may I have that cookie or pass the salt shaker is not what I'm talking about. It's that big ask. Ask for that date. Ask for that job. Ask for that opportunity. Call up someone you don't even know and ask if you can meet with them to network or talk about a job opportunity, whatever it might be. Pitch someone. Ask. The big ask. That's what I'm all about here now. So I did this thing with the big ask, right, a while ago, and we did it for 30 days. I was asking for things. And what this does for you is it kind of makes you work a muscle that you don't even realize that you have. Because we're not really taught to ask for things all the time. And as women, sometimes we're really not taught to ask for things because we might end up sounding like, we just want things and we're aggressive. I don't know, I think it's crazy. But here's why the big ask really, really works. If you ask for things that you're not 100% sure that you're going to get, you're going to deal with fear and you're going to overcome fear by making that big ask. And then you're going to get more things than if you didn't ask, right? And you're going to hone that muscle and it's going to show up in you in a certain way. And you're going to show up in the world in a certain way as someone who deserves big things. So here's the big ask, okay? This is what I did. I just started asking for like random things. So this was a big ask because I really thought the answer would be no. My husband had this thing called Community Day, and he made up a flyer. It was beautiful. I made it up on Canva for him. We didn't check the date, and it was wrong. And we'd already spent $100 on getting these color copies. And so I felt terrible. Like, that was like, I just wasted his money for his business. Business wasn't going so great at the time. Like, what am I doing here? I felt terrible. And I thought, let me just go back to Staples and ask. And I went up to the woman and said, hey, I know that this is a mistake on our part, and we're just trying to put together this really awesome event for the community so that we can, help kids in the neighborhood and help people come together and make them feel a little less alone. And so it's a community event, and it's all free, and we'd really love to provide this, and it's a small business, and $100 is actually, it really hurts to have thrown that away. So could I ask you to find it in your heart to reprint this? Now, I would have never asked for that before because I knew it was my fault. And then I would have just taken the responsibility, felt terrible all day, felt terrible probably for a couple of days, and had to pay the other $100. But I asked. And I asked with the earnestness of, we're trying to really help people here. You guys are part of the community. You could attend. Like, I'd love for you to get something out of this too. And the woman came back to me after talking to her boss and said, we're going to do this for you. And it just made me so happy. We had such a connection, the woman who works at Staples and I. We felt really great about it. And I just learned that if you ask for something, the answer can be no, but just you asking is you just honing a muscle and standing for yourself and standing for your greatness and standing for you getting what you want in life. You don't always get yes when you ask. You really don't. And standing there and doing the big ask when you might get a no or you're probably going to get a no, that's tenacity and that's fortitude on your part. And so I would beg of you to try this out and see how this works for you. So this is my plea to you. Ask for something today. Ask for something today that you don't think you're going to get a yes to. Ask for something tough. Ask for that job, that date, that get together, that extra slice of pie. I don't care what it is, but ask for something. It shows the world that you're looking fear in the face and you're just asking for what you want anyway. And it's telling the world that you're worth it. I'm telling you, if you ask, you will get. And if you don't ask, guess what? You're not gonna get. Because 100% of the time, you're gonna get nothing when you don't ask. So do the big ask. It's really, really important, and it tells the world who you are. I get that it's fearful to do it, and I'm also gonna invite you to do it, because what we have to do is feel the fear and do it anyway. So feel the fear and do it anyway. Ask for what you want. Recently, I asked for something that was scary, and I'm gonna be able to tell you a little bit more about it later in the week, but I asked for something that was scary that I didn't know that I deserved or that I could even have, and I ended up getting it. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like how the heck did this happen? And really, when these things happen, I'm not even excited for it happening. I'm excited to tell you guys so I can inspire you to go after what you want. What is it that you really want in life? If you want a new job, ask. Ask for that interview. If you want to be with somebody, ask them if they're interested in going on a date with you. If you just know you want to go out with somebody, right? But you don't even really know. Just ask the universe to bring you somebody appropriate and wonderful. Ask your friends if they know somebody that might be great for you as a partner to date. Ask for things in life. We have to ask. And you do it from a place of, I know I deserve this, and hey, I don't mean to trouble you, but could I ask you for this? Like, it's okay. It is okay to ask for things. So let me just say a quick hello here to all of you. Frank, I really appreciate that, and I am married, so I cannot have dinner with you, but I enjoy you being part of my Facebook Lives. You're awesome. Larry, how are you doing? Hey there, Don, nice to see you. Thank you for that lovely compliment. Beleda, Murray is here, but he's kind of sitting down there. He's like tired, he doesn't care. So I got married in July 2017 to my wonderful husband. There's a picture here somewhere. Yeah, over there, but I don't feel like getting up right now. But yes, that's when I got married, and we've been married for 2 years right now. His name is Josh, and he is a fantastic person, and I'm very lucky. Speaking of asking, right? Like, he had to do the big ask when he asked me to marry him, and boy, did that work. It worked out well. And, you know, I ask him for things all the time. Would you mind if we did this? Could you do that? I'm going to ask, because you have to ask for things in life. Valeda, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. Hey there, Frank. How are you? I know you love the Murdogs. Hi, Mr. Crosby. How are you? Hey there, Nick from Frederick, Maryland. Hey, Andrew, you're awesome. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Larry, so I'm married. I can't go on a date with you, but I do want to ask you to understand and ask you to still be part of my Facebook Live and be my Facebook friend. I hope that you will accept that. Yeah, I mean, Frank, you can ask for a raise at work. You may get a no, but you know what? Sometimes it takes 4 and 5 times before you get something. I have friends who I talk to all the time, my clients I talk to all the time about filling in anchoring. You know, they're reporters and they want to fill in anchor. Ask. Let me tell you, by the time you ask and it's the 5th time, they're going to have to say yes just because they owe it to you for asking so many times. They may still say no, but then you know what? Ask a different station, right? Ask someone else. There's so many things that you can ask for in this world. And it really does tell the universe that you're worth it. And the only problem with asking is when you don't ask. It's so important to just, you know, tell the universe what the hell you want. So here's a story about my husband. You know, I had wanted to meet someone awesome, and I was not meeting awesome people. It happens, you know. And I was dating, and I'm like, gosh, I just really would love to have a wonderful person who, you know, I could potentially marry. And I made a list of what I was looking for in a person, and none of it had to do with like physical things or money or anything like that. It was, I'm looking for someone who's got a young spirit. I'm looking for someone who is up to big things and really wants to change the world, and has ambition, and is really funny, you know, and things like that I like, you know. If I'm not into, if I'm not into being athletic, then I'm not looking for an athletic person, and people who are want to work out with someone and share that with them. So like there's lots of different things. It may sound like, oh, well, who wouldn't want someone funny? But I really love someone funny. I'm funny, damn it. So I want him to be funny, and he makes me laugh. And so I put this list together and asked the universe for someone like him. And I had the list, and it was really important for me to put into words what I was looking for. I've asked people this, like, what are you looking for? And I'll tell you, they'll say, oh, I'd like for him to speak different languages. What is that exactly? Is that important? Okay, like that's just kind of a detail. Or I want him to be 6'2". And, okay, well, that's kind of a detail. Like, I just was looking for qualities in a person. And when I figured out and wrote them all down, and they existed in my phone, that's why I write things down. And to me, if it exists in my phone, it exists in the universe, then, that's when I really started looking for those things and evaluating people about those things. And that's when he appeared. And I just think that you need to get clear about what you want in life and ask for it. So a lot of times we get totally confused about things. Like, what the hell are we going to do? How am I going to get here? What am I going to do? And we just can't figure it out. Be kind to yourself and break it down. Like, I want my business, let's say, to make more money, right? So I have to really sit here, schedule time to go through my business, look through the numbers, what makes me money, what doesn't, and then come up with things like, okay, well, what's the problem here? Okay, the people that I'm targeting don't have a lot of money. I need to think about people who might have more. Well, how do I get to those? You just have to be kind to yourself and break it down into little steps when you're thinking of these things. So that's what I've got for you. I really, really appreciate it. Larry, you are so lovely. And Don, you're wonderful. I mean, I just love you guys so much. Thank you so much. And here, let me show you a picture of my wonderful husband, right? Let me do that, because he is really Sorry, Murray. Didn't mean to knock that over. Well, now you get to see Murray, too. So here's our wedding picture. I mean, I just, knocked something over, and Murray's like, what? Here's my wonderful husband. And he is a teacher. And Murray, I want to show you my wonderful dog, too. I'm sorry, baby. Little puppy dog. Yeah, right here. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. This dog hates me today, don't you? I would say that. I would say he hates me. Do you hate me, Murray? I think he hates me. I love this guy. I appreciate you guys hanging out here. Oh my God, this dog is so funny. Murray, you mad at me? You mad at mommy? Yeah, he's pissed off at me. I've knocked over a couple of things here today, and he's not loving me. I'm sorry, buddy boy. I put you back down. There you go. So, in short, do the thing that scares you. Ask for what you want, even if you might get a no. And especially if you might get a no, you still have to put that out into the universe, and someone else's no is just a not now. So ask for what you want. Do the big ask. The big ask means asking for something that you may not even think that you could get, because it builds a muscle. It tells the universe that you are out there and you want something. You're putting that out into the universe, and you're facing fear and doing it anyway. And I promise you, if you do that for 30 days, 30 days, your life will be different 30 days from now. All right, I love you guys.